Every organisation in the world is going to struggle with inclusivity at some point. We aspire to organisations where people feel relaxed, included, and able to bring their whole selves into work with them. And over the last few years, we've seen some real focus on what I call macro challenges to inclusivity: sexual harassment, gender pay disparity, and discrimination of all sorts and conditions. These are all really big, challenging things to deal with, and yet I think slowly we're beginning to make progress. But what I want to talk about today are those lower level inclusivity challenges. We'll all have seen them or experienced them in our workplaces from time to time. They are the formation of cliques and tribes, the domination of a team by one or two really strong personalities, the atmospheres that develop. These are, I believe, real barriers to inclusivity, but they can be really hard to pin down and act upon. Often the incidents being experienced seem so trivial that the person affected is reluctant to take any action about them for a long, long time. They can range from the subtle exclusion of people from conversations or from the coffee run, or all the way up to the deliberate undermining of someone else's work. We're often tempted to dismiss this as playground stuff. And you know, it's the same kind of stuff that kids do to each other in the playground. But we're wrong, I think, to underestimate the damage this kind of behaviour can cause. By the time someone has got to the stage where they need to report it, by the time something comes to official notice, it's likely that the complaint is going to be of sustained bullying and harassment. And by that time, there will have been collateral damage to the individual concerned, of course, but to their workmates and their level of engagement, to productivity in the workplace, and also to how that team has learnt to behave, because human beings learn really quickly from experience. And seeing a colleague singled out, excluded, perhaps punished in this way can make other people reluctant, or at least think twice about speaking up, about voicing their opinion, about challenging the status quo, or even about relaxing enough to really be themselves at work. And that doesn't sound very inclusive to me. But I'm a positive kind of bod. I'm optimistic, and I believe that there are things that we can do to minimise the occurrence of this kind of low-level inclusivity challenge at work. And those things are, number one, just acknowledging that this stuff happens, and it happens everywhere, and it's not okay. It's not normal, it's not trivial, it is damaging. Secondly, by giving tools and techniques and insights to line managers, supervisors and team members, so that we're all more able to spot this early on and feel confident to challenge it before it grows into something really damaging. And lastly, by moving towards workplaces where it is normal and natural to talk about how we feel at work, not just what we do at work. If you want to explore any of these ideas further, I'd be really happy to talk to you, and you can find contact information at the end of this video. Thanks.